The chart you are looking at is a Kagi chart. And for those of you who are familiar with TradingView, you know that to access the Kagi chart, you click the chart type menu at the top here, move your mouse down, select Kagi, and instantly you will get a chart that is shown to you connecting these lines. Red lines mean that the chart is advancing downward or moving downward. Green lines mean that the price was moving upwards. And by the way, these colors are specifically shown and calculated depending on the specific calculations that you wish to have this chart calculated on in real time. Now, the first thing to know about a Kagi chart is that it is not like a line chart. Now, it may look like a line chart because of the lines shown to you. Perhaps you may even think it looks like a step line chart because of the straight lines going side to side connecting each point. However, a Kagi chart is fundamentally different from a line chart or a line with markers chart or a step line chart because these charts are being constructed based off of specific time intervals. So every day there's a new price because we're on a daily chart. This daily price will be reflected right here. A Kagi chart is not being calculated based off of specific time intervals. It is being calculated based off of the price movement that you specifically select. So we double clicked on this Kagi chart, our chart settings opens up, and we can see here that we are constructing our Kagi chart based off of a traditional method, and we have our reversal amount set to 10. So let's now really talk about Kagi charts and what these two things are. First of all, reversal amount. That's just what it means, reversal. So now you know that a new line is drawn whenever this specific reversal amount that you type in is achieved. So let's double click again. We've got traditional and we've got reversal amount 10. We are looking at a chart of Coinbase coin, and that would mean that every $10, so if Coinbase moves within a $10 range, then a new line is going to be drawn on this Kagi chart. And the reversal is going to be shown based off of these lines that are moving side to side. These side to side lines are reversals. Whether they are happening down here or up here, they are still illustrating reversals of price according to the specific input that you have typed in this case 10 or $10. So this is a rather powerful tool because you can spot reversals or set a specific reversal amount that you want to focus on and then study the price action based off of those reversals as a standalone chart type. So pay close attention to this chart here of Coinbase. We've got the $5 reversal set. You probably saw us just type that in here, reversal amount. So we're looking, all right, this is rather interesting. Pay attention to how the price here is kind of consolidating at the moment. And even though it went lower on multiple occasions here, reversal, 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 the reversals not only happened rather quickly, but they didn't really make much of a low, right? They still stayed, even though they made new lows, they weren't huge new lows. So now watch what happens when we switch to a candlestick and look at the abundance of information. You can just see how much information is happening on this candlestick chart, and it might even appear to confuse you a little bit, perhaps even scare some traders. The question you have to ask is this price maybe a little noisy? Or by going to Kagi, does it make it a little smoother? Because even though the daily candles show constant red, candle wicks, large ranges, actually when you condense the chart down to specifically only account for these $5 moves and to only draw those moves when there is a specific reversal illustrated by these side-to-side lines, perhaps it is a little more stable and moving sideways than one may think if they're looking at other chart types. That is the power of chart types like Kagi. You can combine these advanced chart types with the other chart types that you've known to love or to use, or you've seen them around. We are all familiar with line charts. We are all familiar with candlestick charts. So you can combine all of this price information and data with these very smooth and noiseless ways to visualize price action. Of course, this video is strictly for education. It is to understand and to demonstrate how these tools work, so we're not giving any advice of any sort, more so just giving you the framework to utilize Kagi Charts. So here's the other thing about Kagi Charts. You can create these lines based off of different methods that you select. So box size assignment method is currently set to traditional, but we could also do ATR. ATR means average true range. Our average true range length is set to 14. So that means over the last 14 periods. And the whole key here is each time that Coinbase breaks above this average true range length, then it is going to create a new line for us. And that is effectively another method for you to create a more smoothed out chart based off of the specific data points that you want to measure on the chart while removing time entirely. So what do we mean by that, removing time? Well, this is a daily chart of Coinbase. We've set our box size assignment method to ATR. Our ATR length is 14. You can see here how much data there is with each line marking a reversal. So only lines are drawn when there's a reversal, and those reversals are achieved depending on the ATR length that we have assigned. So you can see that there's a lot of information here quite condensed. That's because it's not creating a new line each day. It's only creating a new line if the price action that we've defined in our chart settings is effectively met or achieved. So you can see the dates are even a little more sporadic. They're not as sequenced as a traditional candlestick chart is, because check this out. We're going to go to a candlestick chart. Now we're going to zoom out. Look how much more data there is on this chart. So you can really smooth things out and effectively remove time from the equation and only look for specific reversals. So once again, Kagi Charts can be found in the chart type menu. Once you have your Kagi chart selected, you are effectively spotting reversals. You could be looking for support as well. In fact, this is somewhat interesting in terms of reversals. This is the Coinbase IPO, by the way, in this example. So you see the IPO, it dropped, but look how it held up here before moving higher one more time. And then, of course, what you could say on the contrary to that is it broke this level. So even though it made this new high, it broke this level, and the rest is history after that support line was broken. So you can still perform traditional technical analysis on your Kagi charts as well as needed. And one of the powerful things about these types of chart types, once again, is to compare and contrast your Kagi charts to your other charts to make sure that you aren't overthinking a move or perhaps getting tricked by some sort of quick volatile moment. You are focusing specific on the price movements that you define. There's also percentage here. So a percentage point, this says percentage 1. If we do 10%, well, you guessed it, that means each reversal point is marked by a 10% move, and that might be rather profound actually to explore, because perhaps you're only trying to catch big moves. So you could go to your chart settings, you could then select a box size assignment method to percentage LTP, percentage, type in your percent, and then follow the symbol based off of these reversals that are being constructed on the percentage move that you have typed in. After all, percentage move is a effective way to calculate and analyze the trade, whether you have a take profit at a certain percentage or a stop loss at a certain percentage. So you can utilize that information with the chart type, also taking that price action into account and nothing else. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comment section below. You can also go to our help center to learn more, and our YouTube channel has endless educational content about all of the chart types available to you. Please go check out those videos,